organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV.
Ebola is making its way to the United States. Find out more next.
And Out with the Old. Johnson County prison inmates may see changes to their environment.
And in sports, we take a look at a team that is a regular on the Iowa sideline.
All that and more is coming your way. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Hannah Hawks.
And I'm Austin Luce. The first Ebola case has been confirmed in the United States. Officials announced today that a patient being treated at a Dallas hospital has tested positive for the disease. The unidentified patient is being kept in isolation following recommendations from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to keep doctors, staff, and patients safe. The virus, which has killed more than 3,000 people across West Africa and infected some Americans, consists of fever, muscle pain, vomiting, and bleeding. The patient had traveled to the West African region earlier this year. 12 others in the U.S. have been tested for the disease, but the results came back negative.
A new juvenile justice diversion program for students in the Iowa City Community School District is beginning to take effect. The new program allows students facing a first-time disorderly conduct charge to take part in a multi-step program including volunteer work and self-reflection instead of accepting a misdemeanor charge. The goal of this program is to address the high number of incidents that school administrators have called into law enforcement. Only one student has gone through the program so far.
The Johnson County Jail is looking to get some renovations. These renovations will address parts of the building that have not changed since its creation in 1981.
The renovations to the jail are estimated at $1 million. They include improvements to security features such as jail doors and locks and monitoring systems. While these are underway, many prisoners cannot stay at the Johnson County Jail.
We have been working with Muscatine County traditionally. You know, our jail isn't big enough as it is, and so we ship prisoners a number of places, primarily Muscatine.
Muscatine County Jail already houses nearly half of the 110 Johnson County prisoners because of space issues. Iowa City voters did not approve of recent proposals for a new larger justice center in Iowa City, so these updates are seen as critical.
It's a lot like having a really old beater car and having to put a transmission in it or something like that. It's just unfortunate. You kind of hate doing it, but we don't have any other choice.
The security renovations are just some of many general repairs supervisors see as necessary. Reporting from Iowa City, this is Katie Stites with Daily Iowan TV News.
Voting to allow the funds for renovation will take place this Thursday.
The Iowa City VA hospital is facing criticism for not informing patients of a potentially harmful bacteria found in the facility's water pipes. The bacteria can cause a dangerous form of pneumonia. VA pathologist Stacy Klutz says there's a very low risk associated at the amount of bacteria found. Patients are being closely monitored. No infections have been reported so far. The agency plans to replace all the plumbing in the patient care areas of the 600,000 square foot hospital facility starting next year. The renovations will cost $6.5 million.
And still to come, what do pizza, college kids, and traveling have in common? Find out next.
And later, one sports swimming hero is in trouble with the law. Again.
You know, Hannah, it really cooled down today.
It did, you know. Only in the Midwest can you get swings of temps from 30 degrees overnight. Taylor, what's going on with the weather?
A cold front rolled in from Canada last night, so we can't expect it to cool down for a little bit. So, if you haven't bought your fall jacket, you may want to get one. Tomorrow morning, you can expect temps to be in the upper 50s and low 60s with a chance of thunderstorms. Going into the afternoon, temps will rise to the low 70s with still that chance of thunderstorms. Falling into the evening, you can expect temps to drop to the mid-60s. Students, you may want to bring out your umbrellas. On Thursday, you can expect heavy rain from the morning to the late evening. Temps will remain in the low 70s. For the remainder of the week, you can expect temps to remain in the upper 50s and 60s with partly cloudy skies. With flu season being near, make sure to wear the appropriate clothing so you don't catch a cold. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Stay tuned to Daily Iowan TV to keep up with your 7-day forecast. Back to you at the news desk.
University of Iowa students are gaining the chance to step on foreign territory. Daily Iowan TV reporter Katie Sextro spoke with students and leaders about a university program that allows them to do just that in today's Street Chatter.
You may have heard of a program called CHIMBA here at the University of Iowa, but you probably don't know much about it.
CHIMBA is the Consortium of Institute of Management and Business Analysis.
CHIMBA is directed towards students who love to travel, want to make great connections, and try some amazing food.
I want to go back to Italy, like, just for the pizza.
CHIMBA's marketing intern and office assistant sat down with me and shared more information about the program.
We're a study abroad program based in Paderno del Grappa, Italy, which is part of the northern Veneto region of Italy. Our campus is beautiful. It's at the base of a mountain, and we actually do business courses. We do journalism and communication. In the summer we offer engineering classes. So there's a wide variety of students that come to CHIMBA, and it's just a really great program that offers a lot of leadership development and just ways to stay on track with University of Iowa credit while being able to study abroad in a beautiful place.
Not only do students get the chance to visit beautiful countries, but they get to study and grow there as well. You still have a variety of class choices, and credits transfer back to the university easily.
The semester programs, we offer 12 to 18 credit hours. We let the students kind of pick how heavy they want their load to be or how light they want their load to be. And then the summer program, they'll take 6 credits, so 2 classes.
Most students who have studied abroad find it one of the best decisions they've ever made.
It was the best experience I've ever had, just because it's entirely different from how we live here, and I thought that was really cool.
For more information, you can go to CHIMBA's office, which is located on the 3rd floor of the Papa John Business Building. This is Katie Sextro, Daily Iowan TV.
Last year, Hawkeyes in 65 different majors studied in 75 countries worldwide. Any student can study abroad by contacting international programs.
The construction of the New Hampshire Auditorium is approaching the halfway point. Craft workers have spent nearly 300,000 hours in the Hampshire project. To celebrate this accomplishment, an event is being held on October 7th and 8th. The event, Leave Your Mark, invites the public to sign a beam that will be placed into Hampshire. The signed beam's final position will be in the southern side of the new auditorium. There will be a brief ceremony and a performance from Iowa native singer-songwriter Susan Werner to celebrate the building's progress and the hard work put into constructing it. Signing will be open to the public starting at noon on October 7th.
The Hawkeye football program stands 1-0 in Big Ten play with their win over Purdue this weekend.
That's right, Hannah, but the Hawks are not in action this week. Danny Payne is standing by in the sports studio to tell us more about what the coaches are saying during the bye week. Danny?
Thanks, guys, and welcome back to the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. I'm Danny Payne, flying solo on tonight's program. Later on, we'll take a look at how to earn your spot on the University of Iowa dance team. But first, no Kirk Ferentz presser on the agenda tonight, but we did catch up with 2 Iowa football assistant coaches, Greg Davis and Phil Parker. In his 3rd year with the Hawkeyes, offensive coordinator Greg Davis discussed the once again hot topic of the offense, the quarterbacks. He even explained, though C.J. Beathard started in the Purdue game, if needed, Jake Rudock could have taken his place on the field. But whether or not which quarterback will start in the matchup against Indiana is still a question left unanswered.
He handled the second half of the Pitt game, extremely well. He made a 3rd down conversion in that ball game that was pretty special. They brought a blitz, and they did a nice job with the hot receiver, and he reset his feet and found the second receiver. It was a big-time play. There's no denying it. The truth is, as a staff, we think we have 2, and we're going to play 2. And then at some point, it'll shake itself out.
Also in the Purdue game, the Iowa offense reached some milestones. Running back Mark Weissman surpassed 2,000 rushing yards and gained 20-plus touchdowns, while wide receiver Kevonte Martin-Manley moved to 5th on Iowa's all-time receptions list. But the rookie of the game had to go to redshirt freshman Jonathan Parker.
The other day, he affected the ball game with the ball, and he affected the ball game without the ball. Just faking to him twice, created some opportunities for Mark and Jordan to run up inside. So we want to continue, to do some things with him in various places.
Parker led in all-purpose yards, putting up a 47-yard kickoff return, 2 catches for 43 yards, and ended the game with a total of 94 yards for the Hawkeyes. Offensively, Iowa seeming to find its rhythm going into Week 6, But on the opposite side of the ball stands Phil Parker's nationally ranked defense. Even with the loss of 3 senior linebackers, Parker agrees he has seen improvement within this position.
We were still trying to figure out where Bo was at, and he's really made a big jump, and he's growing every week, and it was best for us to move. You know, we got Chad banged up a little bit at Gillison at Mike, so we moved Travis back in there. And obviously, Josie Jewell is, you know, picking up the Will Backer, so we're splitting time there, and I think he's a very competitive guy.
Since the Northern Iowa matchup, when this crew of linebackers had a part in allowing 380 passing yards, that number has decreased to roughly 300 yards. Parker also explained that the defensive rotation with new players taking starting positions has led to his players finally settling into their positions and better communication.
Well, one thing about Jordan Lomax is a very quiet guy. He has to learn how to be more vocal, and I think he's taken charge of that. And the communication problems early in the season, that, you know, everybody has to be on the same page. We can't be on different, you know, split coverage stuff. One coverage this side, another coverage over here. So I think they really bought in, and I think they've really worked together of, you know, studying the game of football.
Parker's defense will need to maintain the team's communication and physicality when they face Indiana's 26th nationally ranked offense in 2 weeks. Now, when you think of sports at the University of Iowa, you may forget about the girls who dance on the sidelines rooting on their Hawkeyes. Daily Iowan TV's Taylor Mathis looks at how these girls work to get the privilege to perform on the field.
They think turns and leaps are all you need to make the Iowa dance team. But that idea is a misconception. These 22 ladies practice as hard as any other team on campus.
A lot of people do not understand how much time we really do put in. We not only put in time for other sports, but we have to practice for ourselves too.
But just how many hours do these girls put in?
Tuesday and Thursdays for 3.5 hours, and then Sunday for 3 hours. And then Tuesday, Thursday mornings we have lifting for an hour. And then we do the games, we do all different kinds of sports.
But before you even make the squad, you have to go through an intensive tryout that includes a videotape of your skills, an 11-page application, and having the total package.
I'm looking for someone that is the whole package. So not only are they a great technical dancer, meaning they have the skills that are required for them to be on the team, but they're also a phenomenal performer and just a dynamic personality.
Even once you make the team and go to every single practice, these ladies aren't guaranteed a spot on the field for game day.
We have something called a game day tryout, and basically just run through each spit tune and each fight song. Then at the end of it, she'll pull us aside and tell us who will be in the game and who will have to sit for that week.
So being on the dance team is much more than just pirouettes. It's a competitive and devoted group that will constantly have you on your toes. This is Taylor Mathis for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Thanks for that, Taylor, but unfortunately that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to tune in to tomorrow's edition as we sit down and talk to the newest Iowa basketball walk-on, Nick Bear. Hannah, Austin, back to you guys at the desk.
Michael Phelps was arrested early this morning on a DUI charge. Phelps was also charged with excessive speeding and crossing double-lane lines in Baltimore, Maryland. Police say the Olympic champion was driving at 84 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. This is not Phelps' first incident with the law. In 2004, 19-year-old Phelps was arrested for drunk driving, and in 2009, a photo surfaced of Phelps with a marijuana pipe. For that, he was suspended for 3 months by USA Swimming. As of now, USA Swimming has not punished Phelps for his actions. Police say Phelps was cooperative throughout the arrest process and released soon after.
And that's all we have for you tonight.
Catch up with us tomorrow night at the same time or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
I'm Austin Luce.
And I'm Hannah Hawks. Thanks for watching and have a great night.
Iowa SJMC.
Want a major that'll take you somewhere?
I joined, and now I make videos for the university.